Oh, it's been a while since I've had one of those midnight talks with you, and the lighting's absolutely horrendous. I cannot get it to shine on me, but we're gonna roll with. Whoa, there we go. We're gonna roll with it a little bit. It's been a while because I don't know how much storage I have, so we're gonna run with it. It's been a while, but I was just thinking about something, and it was just in my mind, and I was like, "This is cool." So I was just thinking about how awesome people are. I mean, they're incredible. There's. I love how there's billions of people on the earth. Like, billions. And yet all of them are different, you know? They're all different. And not just that, but for a long time, throughout history, there's been billions of people on the earth, and they've all been different personalities, different grown up situations. It's insane. I just want to really sit down with everybody and just be like, yo, what's your story? Tell me about your life. Tell me about your passions. Let's be best friends. Which leads me to my greatest flaw. Maybe not my greatest flaw. I have really bad body odor. But one of my greatest flaws is just expecting to be being able to be best friends with everybody. I'm like, I love them all. I must. But then it's like, it was a big revelation to me that some people are just not gonna like you. And that's not a problem with you. It's like, what? No. If somebody doesn't like me, it's because something's wrong with me and I'm not doing enough. I instantly assume that I'm the problem, which is many times true. But it's just the assumption I have. But realizing, whoa, sometimes it's not even a problem. It's just two personalities clash, and it's like, well, oops, it's not necessarily a problem. It's just, but man, I think we judge people so quickly, But everybody has a story, and I just want to hear them all. Excited for heaven when I get to just hang out with people and just hear all their stories. And I mean, that's why I love writing. I get to play with people. Not really play with people. That's a different job. But I get to. I'm playing with people is not the right word. It's more of I get to be a person, but not really. But I get to think of what it would be like for them in that situation, and it just wow, you know. I get to live these scenarios I would never live, and I get to understand people better and connect. I want to be an old Taiwanese man. I want to be an old Taiwanese man who has this dog with a limp, and his name is Rusty, or however you say Rusty in Taiwanese. And we go and we travel far, I mean just a mile, to get some water, and then we wash our dinner dishes in it. I work all day at my job, then I climb the mountain in the evenings and take out my little notebook and sketch the mountainside as the sun sets. And that's what I do for my evening plans. That's what brings me joy. And my little Rusty dog leans his head on my leg, and he's got fleas, and I don't even care. I rub his face. I'm like, good boy, Rusty. Let's sketch the mountains together. That's what I want to be, And I get to be a Taiwanese man. If I want to be an old man in Italy drinking a espresso in a shop, I get to be that. And it's amazing. But I really want to know all people, real life people. I mean, I'm just amazed. I think people are so cool. Man, I want to know your story. I want to hear all about your life. And it's just something we can all connect. We can connect on something. Because we have the, innate human experiences. It's just great. I mean, we see each other so many times as, sides, or agreeing and disagreeing and blah, 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 blah. And preferences. Oh my gosh. It's this is Diet Coke. I'm a Pepsi fan, actually. And it's well, you are wrong. I don't like you. And it's guys, bonus soda. Sorry. My mind. But guys, love you. I love you. Oh, anyway, I think, I mean, I've been just like hanging out with people, trying to, like, I was at campus. I'm taking classes that go into the vet tech program, and so I was doing lab this morning, and I was just hanging out with somebody, just talking, and I got to hear all about her story. And she teaches kids, and it was like fascinating. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And she does a lot of like special needs, and that was super cool because obviously I've had personal experience with that since my older sister and me struggled, and my mom does a lot with that. And then we were able to talk about like her teaching. I think its teachers are so cool. And then we were talking, and then she had a backpack, and I commented on it. I said, that's an awesome backpack. I ended up giving her chocolate because I had extra chocolate in my bag. You want chocolate? And whenever you say you want chocolate, people always say no, so you just gotta hand it to them, and then they'll take it, you know? If you say you want chocolate, they're like, go away, creep. But if you hand them chocolate, they're like, oh my gosh, thank you. So you just have to throw chocolate at people. Throw them. Like swans in the pearls, or whatever it's called. Is that mean? Is somebody calling somebody a swan mean? I always thought it was like a swan, but then I realized I think it's like a swine, not a swan. You know? Like how you say pig in German. That makes me think of the time when we went to Germany and my brother got called a pig by a German guy. That was fun. I mean, it wasn't as mean as the time we went to New York and every 5 seconds somebody was throwing us over and swearing at us. That's why my first book takes place in New York, because I love that place. I gotta love New York. Anyway, I should have a book take place in Germany. I think German people are awesome. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, German is like such a beautiful language. Like, people always talk about being a... This is such a tangent. What was I talking about? Anyway, she had a backpack, and she was like, yo, I'm not gonna need this by the end of the semester. You wanna buy it from me then? I'm like, heck yeah, I need a backpack. And so she had a backpack, and I could buy it, and it was pink, my favorite color. It was like the galaxy was like, voila, your friendship with this woman has given you a backpack. You have unlocked the backpack level. And I'm like, yes, the power of friendship has given me a backpack. And it's amazing. I love friends. I love people. They're amazing. Honestly, I could just listen to people talk all day. I was really annoying when I worked at camp because, like, I would just sit with the kids and talk, and my other counselors would be like, we need to go to the next area. And I'm like, sorry, I get distracted. I'm like, so sorry for anybody who has to work with me. I'm like, so tell me about your life. And they're like, I'm just trying to do... I'm like, sorry. I can be overbearing. I can. Sometimes I have to retreat to my computer and get that out of me, and then I'll come back and I'll call. My Boba Fett. Anyway, yeah, but like being able to empathize. I was just thinking about okay, so this is a slight tangent, but my name Lila Jean, the Jean part of it, there's kind of a story behind that, and it's basically one of the first pieces of writing that really like meant something to me was when I wrote this short story for my for school, and I gave it to my grandmother, and it was about my middle name because her name is Jean, her middle name, and I got it from her. And I never liked the name Jean because it sounded rough, but it talked the short story, like a couple paragraphs, talked about how I learned to love it because I admired her, and like the things that like the qualities that I dislike, like her roughness and her perseverance and her like that, I learned to really appreciate because I loved her. And when my mom gave it to her and she read it, she cried, and like I was like, wow, look, something I wrote can have that connection. I mean, I could say I love you, but something I wrote made her have that emotion and cry and like connect us. And so there's several different reasons I use Jean, and I want, if I ever make a book, which is my dream, I want to put Lila Jean as like my pen name, because Lila's Jean's dreams. We all have dreams to become Hokage one day. But because like I just want to be reminded why I write. It's to express and connect emotionally, but like connect people, unite people, you know? Well, that was a tangent. There's a lot of other reasons, but it's like just a really special promise and reminder, kind of in honor of her, you know, to remind myself why I write and, you know, admirable traits that I find in her that I don't naturally have. And yeah, after she died, it was like really special for me to like. I really just appreciate it's something I didn't like originally, and I've grown to like take it on. Anyway, tangent. Just talking about writing and people and how awesome they are. Like, I mean, I write people because I love people. Anyway, I think people are pretty cool. It makes me really sad when I see people not treating other people right. And it's kind of ridiculous because if somebody treats me bad, I'm like, I don't care. But if somebody treats somebody else bad, I'm like, prepare to die, you know? And I've noticed this about myself. I'm like, I should probably have a little bit more, you know, I should probably care a little bit more about me being treated bad. But I mean, I don't care. You know, I should treat myself better. I mean, we're all growing. We're trying to get better. And I'm still really bad at stuff, so I'm getting better at it. Anyway, I think people are really cool. I think you, where's the camera? Are cool, no matter what anybody says. Whatever weird interest you like, it's cool. Unless it's like illegal. Let's not get crazy up in this household, okay? Not in it. But whatever cool interests you're into, or whether you're like different than your family, or just can't find a niche, I mean, you are awesome. Like, so cool. And I think I've talked about this before, but man, I just love to sit down and hear your story. Because, I mean, everybody has a story. And I feel like only by sharing those stories can we learn and grow, you know? Man, I love people. It was such a tangent, and I don't know if that was worth a blog, but I hope it gave you some enjoyment. And I'm gonna finish up now, because I get to eat a Popeye. We got Popeyes. And so, like, not actual Popeyes, like the fast food. No, like a real Popeye. You put it in the microwave, you take it out, you go, and then you're like, dang, I just ate a Popeye. And your stomach's like, yes, you did. And you're like, yeah. And then you gotta use the bathroom. That's how it goes. And that's what I'm gonna do tonight. Along with a little writing. Depression. Thy name is this chapter. If I don't die, I will upload this chapter soon. But yeah, I love people, and I hope you're doing good. It's been a while since I did a genuine blog. Last video was so weird, but so fun. I just had the idea of, what if it's like a Q&A video, but it just went wild. The person started sharing way too much, and it's like, wait, what? Anyway, I don't like ever saying like the behind the scenes of stuff, because I wanna not show the sausage man, just like keep it a mystery, like, what the heck? ASMR. It's been a long day, and I've had to focus a lot for classes, and so I'm just like so weird right now. But I don't have to do anything tomorrow, so I'm like so happy. Well, I mean, I have stuff to do, but I don't have stuff to do, if that makes sense. And so I'm so happy. I just get to stay up late, or maybe not even stay up late. I get to go to bed at 9 o'clock, and I think it's past 9 o'clock. I think it's 11 something, but I don't care. I gotta cook. And then with that cue, I'm gonna say, you are awesome. Keep being awesome, and don't be rough on yourself like I am on myself. Live not as my example, but be greater than I am, which will be pretty easy, because I suck. But no, I think you're pretty great, and yeah. People are so cool, man. Anyway, you never know, the person next to you might be your next best friend. I mean, my two best friends, completely different than me. If I met them nowadays, I don't think we would be friends. But like, I just met them at the perfect time, and I just started talking to them, and our lives, you know, and so you never know, the person who's quiet and sitting next to you It might be your next best friend, you know? And so, yeah. Sorry, I just started thinking about Perry the Platypus. My brain is so dead. But yeah, be willing to just talk to people. I think people are so cool. Yeah. So anyway, uh, this is a random tangent, and I'm there to stop the video because I've been going on too long. So yeah, bye.